Hey guys, Jinlox here, back with a new semi-blind playthrough. This is Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. So as in the previous video I mentioned, I do have about 50 hours in the game, but since I treated it kind of like the Fallout New Vegas, where you can explore, where you're basically expected to explore every single point of interest that you come across, I basically made it to Balmora in that 50 hours, and then I stopped. And Balmora is the first big town, so I've wasted a bunch of time trying to play this game, but that was 10 years ago, so I don't really remember much. Unfortunately, it is going to be a semi-blind playthrough, because as I mentioned, I've been spoiled on the general plot, or at least the maybe a summary of the overview of the plot. Anyway, so but the you know, ins and outs of the game itself, I'm not familiar with at all. So yeah, let's create a new game. I'm hoping this will be good. Oh, right. All right, each event is preceded by prophecy, but without the hero, there is no event. Zurin Aratus, the Under King. In the waning years of the Third Era of Tamriel, a prisoner born on a certain day to uncertain parents was sent under guard, without explanation, to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was to play in that nation's history.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Many fall, but one remains.
We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
All right, we'll go with Loxley. Loxley. So I vaguely remember that's Ashura speaking to us in that dream. I probably should have read the manual. I looked up. I haven't played this in 10 years, so that 50 hours where I was just screwing around on the road to Balmora, yeah, like 10 years ago. Oh, there's the music. Now, I assume we came from... In Oblivion, what's that main Imperial city? I assume we came from there to Morrowind, for reasons unknown. And as far as... Yeah, anyway, let's continue. All right.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
All right. W and S move forward and back. A and D move side to side, and the mouse looks around. How is... Okay, that's good. What you're seeing on the video, the dimensions of the actual video itself, is what my view looks like. So it's... What you see in 4:3 is actually I see in 16:9. So it's... The proportions are a little... It looks stretched. I don't know what I can do about that. It's... I'm sure there's a mod, but... I'm trying to do this with as few mods as possible. I have like the major code patch mod or something. I initially installed this and modded it with that one in like 2016. And so yeah, we'll see if it works. And all the other things that I have are the little add-ons like Blood Moon, Tribunal, and those other... I think 9 or 10 the little things like that Bethesda released, like the extra armor sets and the exploding arrows and stuff. So we'll see. All right. Look at that waddle.
You better do
Yep, agreed. Wait, I don't know if I ever looked... Alright, cool. So I want to know, can we, like... Okay, it doesn't look like we can actually do anything with this stuff yet, or maybe ever. Got some bones. Oh. He casts a shadow through the floor, but that's cool.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
Fair enough.
On deck, now, prisoner.
Okay. Look up at the hatch and press E to open it. E activates objects and most people you were looking at. I switched it. It was originally spacebar and E to jump, but that just seems weird to me, so I switched it so that it's more modern. Oh, I can't even jump yet.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
Fair enough. Oh, yes. Hatch to Satanin.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and it'll show you to the census office.
Of course, recognize the voice from Oblivion. I think that voice actor has been
Let's go. Move it along.
in maybe every Elder Scrolls game. I've only played this. Well, I haven't really played this
Let's
one.
go. Move it along.
All right, I'll get a little bit farther away from you. Oh, strange. I've played Oblivion and Skyrim.
Let's go. Move it along.
Dude, I'm trying to talk here. Hush. But honestly, this looks great.
Let's go. Move it along.
Even the models, like they're retro, but I bet for the time they were fantastic. They still kind
Let's
of
go. Move it along.
Dude, I'm trying to talk. Like the facial model, awesome. All right, let's go. Okay, you can't go off to the side, of course, but no, I mean, so I'm not really an Elder Scrolls fan. Oblivion was Skyrim was I think primarily the leveling system is where I have the issues. I mean, I really liked Fallout 3 and New Vegas, although New Vegas wasn't... New Vegas was Obsidian, and 3 was Bethesda, or is it the other way around? Either way. Wow, yeah, this looks great. Giant bug thing. Silt Strider. See, unfortunately, I've sort of absorbed a lot of the lore. I think in Skyrim you come back to Morrowind. There's one of the DLCs, the Dragonborn? One of the Skyrim DLCs. You come back to Morrowind. And I did a little bit of that. But, yeah. And like I said, I've played 50 hours of this, but I got... My big thing is I get sort of overwhelmed by choice. Right, I came into this after playing Fallout 3 in New Vegas, and so I was expecting to, you know, you go down the road and there's a cave, and I was like, okay, let's clear that out. And then there's another cave, and another cave. But you go into those things, and there's, like, high-level enemies. It's not quite so... It's not like, say, New Vegas, where... you go from point A to point B, and you're expected to hit all the places along the way. Here, it's like, nope, they made a world, and they don't really care about you. You better, you know, sometimes it's going to be too strong, and you better pay attention to that. And that's why I stopped originally with that 50-hour. It wasn't one playthrough. I tried it a bunch of times. But I got to Balmora, and it's like a city. And I get there and I'm like, I don't know what to do, because it's like I want to go in every house. I want to loot I want to pick up everything that's not nailed down, you know? It's like a normal JRPG thing, but Yeah, so I got super overwhelmed. Even this, like the character creator, I'm like, that we're about to do, I'm like, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're supposed to do.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Alright, so yeah, I'm already... Meh. Okay, so I've given this a little bit of thought. Probably gonna go for... Man, I should have looked at the manual, seen what classes and stuff are available, but I have no idea. My thought is probably a spearman, right? Because when, you know, 10 years ago, since enemies, I think they only scale on the road or something. And so everywhere else, they're independent of your level, and so I think it's endurance. When you level up, you get a number of hit points based on your endurance. And so my thought is I want my endurance to be high. At least back then when I quit, that was the idea that I had. I was like, I want an enemy, or I want to be a character with high endurance so I can, you know, because it's not retroactive. Your hit points don't adjust based on your endurance, you know, 5 levels from now, 10 levels from now. It's, at least, this is what I understand. So you can, you know, if you're a wizard, you're always going to be physically weak. But if you're like a warrior, then you'll be... I'm sure magic is probably the same, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And I know Dark Elf is the... sort of the expected class. But we have Ancestor Guardian, resist fire. Alright, athletics, destruction, light armor, long blade, marksman, mysticism, short blade. I think I want someone like medium armor and probably medium armor and spear. I'm thinking more of like a fighter class. Yeah, I don't really know. I know it's kind of a meme that, oh, stealth archer, right? But that's probably less in this one, I think. This is more, this is more like, this is still in the old style where they wanted to make basically a real-time version of a tabletop game. That's why your stamina is basically a dice roll of accuracy from my understanding. Stamina and your skill in it has an effect on your accuracy. So yeah. Right, and then they have this weird thing with like major and minor skills, and I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that too much because I'm going to be screwed no matter what I do because I'm terrible at builds. So all right, so I'm thinking not Dark Elf probably. But let's all right, so there's Argonian, which specials is resist disease. Oh, resist common disease. I know disease is a huge issue in this one. I think a lot of undead creatures can permanently inflict stat penalties or whatever. This is kind of, I don't know for sure, but I remember Wizardry, which is another series I've never played, but Wizardry has the reputation of being incredibly cruel, which is how the original D&D was as well. Whereas this is a little bit easier, but disease still messes you up. And that's kind of my idea with the spear, because my thought is you can kind of poke them from medium range, right? You know, keep walking backwards while poking them with a pointy stick, basically. At least that's my hope. So, all right, resist disease, immune to poison, and water breathing, which would be good. I know Morrowind is like a swamp area, so Argonians are really good here, but yeah. I don't know, the Dark Elf is... Also, yeah, we'll have to look at the skill bonuses, because unarmored, spear, mysticism. I should have some sort of magic as well. Although, realistically, it'll probably just be... Probably alchemy. Because I can make potions, like health potions and stuff. I think. I don't know. Athletics. Right. I'm not going to read all this stuff just yet. Kind of, at least for me, the first episode of any new playthrough is the tutorial area, because I'm slow. I should probably focus more on, like, what I want to do rather than what... Breton, Magicka bonus. Resist Magicka, Dragon Skin. Wow, this is like your mage class, right? Restoration, Mysticism, Illusion, Conjuration, Alteration, Alchemy. Only 6, though. 7. What's the point total here? 20, 30, 40, 45. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25, 40, 45. What about Breton? 45, I see. Dark Elf. 20, 30, 40, 45. So I imagine they're all 45? Yeah. It's just the Argonian has a lot of 5s. Okay, so Dark Elf. And that's it. Like, my inner gamer is trying to come out, rather than focus on role-playing, which is probably what you want to do. The other reason I got kind of, not bored, but overwhelmed with this game is because this is one of those games where it's, you can do anything, but not everything. There's a bunch of different factions from what I remember, but you can't be in all of them. You know, it's probably better to pick one faction and stick with that. Right, so if I make a fighter class, probably the Fighters Guild. Yeah. Athletics, Destruction, Light Armor, Long Blade, Marksman, Mysticism, Short Blade. So long and short blades. Right, and that's the other thing. We might not even have a spear at the beginning. We might not even have access to the spear. It might just be like short blades, like knives and stuff. High Elf, Magicka bonus, weakness to Magicka, though. Resist disease. Yeah, so another mage class. Imperial, blunt weapon, hand-to-hand, light armor, long blade, mercantile, speechcraft. Yeah, I remember speech being terrible. Star of the West, voice of the Emperor. So this is more your merchant class. Thief, maybe? Khajiit? Probably thief. Yeah, security and sneak. Light armor, hand-to-hand, athletics, acrobatics. Oh, so I guess something that I didn't say as far as transparency goes, because the episode before this was like a 10-minute episode kind of divulging what I know about the game, just so people don't come into it and be like, you know this. You know, that's why I say it's like a semi-blind playthrough. I watched a 7-minute speedrun of the game. And I know I know Dagoth is the final boss. And I don't know much else. Because in that speedrun, you do this, you get the lime wire platter. You go a certain direction, some dude falls out of the sky, and then you jump across the map. And do something with Dagoth, and that's basically all I remember. Also, I've watched Young Scrolls Dagoth Wave probably 500 times. That's not entirely a joke. Realistically, it's probably 200 times. Maybe 100. Who knows? It's a lot. Okay, Khajiit. Nord. This would probably be Todd's barbarian class, right? Axe, blunt weapon, heavy weapon. Oh, that's the other thing. Damage types, right? So, you know, while I want to do spear, I probably should be a Nord, to be honest, but more of a fighter. I'll probably need to focus on a couple different damage types, right? Like, you'd probably want... Spear is... I know blunt obviously is blunt damage, but there's probably also pierce and slash or thrust, and there's like point damage, and then there's slash damage, and then there's like impact or blunt damage. And that's for like skeletons. Like a spear probably won't do much against a skeleton because it doesn't have flesh. You need blunt damage. But you'd probably also want some sort of magic just in case. Right, so maybe the Dark Elf would be good. Wait, I haven't seen anyone with restoration. Well, you. Illusion, mysticism. Okay, well, Nord, immune to frost, resist shock, woad. And is this, I remember playing Oblivion, which apparently is the worst of the three of these. Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Apparently it's the worst because, well, this, they say that Skyrim is more of a action game, action RPG, if you will, almost a hack and slash, whereas this is more of like a CRPG, I guess, and Oblivion is halfway in between, but does neither really well, except for maybe the spell system. I remember, dude, I've watched, is it Patrician TV, where he has like those 10-hour breakdowns of the games. I've tried to avoid the Morrowind stuff, but I have watched the Oblivion one, and it references Daggerfall and this. So I think Woad, it being an active skill, is probably one of these once-a-day skills where you have to rest. Thunder Fist, same thing. I don't know. Orc, resist magicka, and berserk. Fortify health, fortify fatigue, which I think is stamina. Fortify attack, drain agility. That might be good. Armor, axe, block, heavy armor, medium armor. And you know, and that's the other thing. It might be a good idea to be able to block stuff, like have a shield and an axe or something. I think I'm gonna go with the spear though. Red guard, resist disease, resist poison, adrenaline rush, fortify. Oh, no downsides. Fortify agility, fortify strength, fortify speed, fortify endurance, fortify health. Athletics, axe, blunt weapon, heavy armor, long blade, medium armor, short blade. No one has a spear though. Well, Nord has medium armor and spear. I might go with Nord, because I think this Woad is a shield spell. Resist disease, beast tongue. Sneak, marksman, light armor, alchemy, acrobatics. Okay, so let's... Now that I've already taken like 20 minutes to go through this, let's go through and see if we can classify some of these people according to guild. Right, presumably there's Thieves Guild. I'm almost certain there's Dark Brotherhood. So there's probably Fighter, Mage, Thief. Actually, is there Dark Brotherhood in this one? I know there's like a couple different Assassins Guilds. But as far as classes, right? Probably Fighter, Mage, Thief. The standard 3. Possibly like Archer, Ranger, but do any of these have archery? Oh, Marksman would be archery, right? Marksman, yes. Agility. More effective with ranged weapons like shortbow, longbow, crossbow, throwing star, throwing knife. Alright. Alchemy, athletics, illusion, medium armor, mysticism, spear. Right, and alchemy, alteration, conjuration, illusion, mysticism, restoration. Athletics, destruction. Light armor, long blade, marksman, mysticism, short blade. So short, long, so swords and bows. And some destruction magic. Alchemy, alteration, conjuration, destruction. Conjuration always seems like it'd be cool, like summoner class, but at least in Oblivion... I think in Oblivion you could only have one at a time, and that sucks. By the way, I've never played them. I played a little bit of Geneforge, the first one, by Spiderweb Software. But if you like playing games as the summoner, that's probably one. That's an indie CRPG. Dude's been making indie games for 40 years. It's frickin' impressive, and he's one of my personal heroes. Even though I haven't actually really played any of his games, I've just watched some of his talks. Alright, Imperial. Yeah, more of a merchant class, right? Or personality, which is like your charisma. This is like Fallout. The first Fallout, you had sort of a fighter. You had like guns, a guns character. You had like a sneak character, agility, and then you had the charisma. This sort of blends all of those, and I think this is that dude's face. Khajiit is more of your thief. Nord is definitely your barbarian class. Fighter. Orc. Fighter. Redguard. Fighter. Wood Elf. Thief. Sneak and marksman. Archer falls under thief class, I would say. Medium armor, and spear. I'm not super into any of these, but I think I'll probably go with Nord. Change sex, face, and hair. These are presets though, right? Oh no, no, this is you just spin it around. Oh, look at that, you got a cute little thingamabob in the back. Change face. I kind of like that one. It's strange. These are very uncanny valley. Well, I mean, I guess if we're gonna go Nord, we could go this guy or this one with like all the weird beard stuff. But then again, you could, oh wait, hang on. You could get the facial tattoo. I bet this is one of the developers. As cool as the bear thing is, I don't... He has a very determined look. He's like, I'm gonna hit you with an axe, or a spear, or a fork, whatever I have on hand. Let's go with this guy. Alright, so that makes us, well, immune to frost. I don't know what that means. Cold damage, we just take no damage from it? Maybe so. Probably not. Resist shock, which would be good. Woad. I'm always down for a shield spell, and then Thunder Fist, which does frost damage. Okay. But yes, this way we get spears, so piercing damage, long blade, which is slashing, axe, which might have slashing, and I mean, there could be weapons with multiple damage types. That's true. All right, so let's look at this. Axe. Definitely more of an axe and medium armor. Okay, axe is strength. Axe skill helps the user wield heavy chopping weapons like war axes and battle axes more effectively. The other thing is, holy crap, I'm at half an hour already. The other thing is, if stamina is a real issue, you want to maximize the damage that you do. So if you hit and you're waiting to strike, you probably want a weapon like a battle axe, something big and two-handed that does lots of damage, so each hit counts. Excuse me. Blunt weapon makes you more effective when using heavy bashing weapons like maces, hammers, clubs, or staves. And I think blunt, a lot of blunt stuff ignores armor. Or maybe that's just in my head. I don't know. Or maybe armor has less of an effect against it. Heavy armor, okay. Heavy armor skill is used to move and defend while wearing massive and rigid armors like iron, steel, silver, dwemer, ebony, and daedric armor. And we could even start with medium armor and work our way up to heavy, and this would be a good character for that. We haven't even picked a class yet. We're just picking racial bonuses, which new D&D is getting rid of because you can't say that races are different. It's like, what's the point then? Long blade lets one use broadswords, sabers, longswords, claymores, katanas, and daikatanas effectively. Medium armor skill lets one move and defend while wearing durable but flexible armors like chain, scale, bone mold, and orcish armor. I figured orcish would be more of a heavy armor, but then again, maybe it's handmade. Like I know the orc is an armor, but maybe it's like made out of hand found materials. So it's really good, really like good crafting, but it's basic materials. So it evens out to medium. I don't know. Right. To use any style of armor effectively, wearer must be trained, conditioned, and skilled in its use. And this is kind of cool because it's like you can't just put it on. It's like you actually have to... It's like your pauldron, which is your shoulder thing. You probably have to wear it a certain way or hold your body while you're wearing it. So if the blade glances off it, it doesn't chop you in the neck. It glances off and up, not into your neck. That's just my thought. Spear permits effective use of long-hafted thrusting weapons like spears and halberds. I wonder if there's like pole axes. Anyway, let's do Nord.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release. Head on in.
Okay, you'll follow me? Man, this looks great. This looks fantastic. Even the fog helps.
Head on in.
I know the... Really? Lock level 10. Okay, we're going in. Wooden door to Satanin, Census and Excise office. Why did they just bring me... Why did they just bring me here and release me? I guess this was back in the day when exile means,
Head on in.
basically death. Is that the LimeWire platter, or... Why did I think it was down there? Well, whatever. So, Cutius Ergala. You know, I bet the door out there that we could pick means we can come back in here.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Answer his questions, generates class, give him the info, pick from class list, or fill out forms yourself, create custom class. I think I'm going to go with the pick from class list because answer questions... I mean, if you're playing this game a lot, this is probably fantastic. You're like, oh, let's see what happens, right? This is for me disastrous because I always screw this up. So class list, let's just do this. All right, and this is when you had a bunch of how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on, battle mage was 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Monk is 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Spell sword is 18. 19, 20, 21. Wow. And see, look at all this. Look at all this. Okay. Do we have a spear? Pikeman or something. All right, so we have acrobat, which is... I was really hoping it would kind of give us a... hover over it and it gives us a little description. Agent, which is probably spy. All right, yeah, so stealth. Oh. You'll get +5 to all skills of your specialization. They'll also be easier to increase. Got it. Favored attributes. You'll get +10 to each of your favored attributes. Agility and endurance. Yep. Okay, so acrobat, stealth, yeah. Agent, stealth, which is like a spy, because personality and agility. Yep. Archer, specialization, combat. Okay. That makes sense, right? Agility and strength. Assassin, stealth, speed and intelligence. Barbarian, favorite attributes, strength and speed. Which one has a spear? Bard, personality, intelligence, battle mage. Ah, yes, magic. Crusader. We need a specialization of combat, but also spear. Agility, ability to dodge and hit targets in melee as well as maximum fatigue. So yeah, agility is huge because that's your stamina. Or fatigue, whatever it's called. And strength affects starting health, how much you carry, maximum fatigue, how much damage you do in melee. Ah. Healer, knight, personality, mage. Oh, I have coffee too. I'm doing the double-fisted thing of coffee and alcohol, which is super smart. That was sarcasm. I know it's hard to tell with me, but it's dumb because caffeine is a stimulant, alcohol is a depressant. Okay, so mage, monk. That's strange. Monk is a stealth. What is willpower? Resist magic and maximum fatigue. Yeah, see, they're all important. Everything's important. Agility also is maximum fatigue. Okay, well, fair enough. Nightblade, magic, pilgrim. Well, yeah, specialization stealth is your like you, right? You're mercantile in speech, a pilgrim. So you're basically a non-combatant, which means specialization is stealth, combat, or magic, right? Okay. Speed and personality, rogue, scout, major skills, sneak, long blade, medium armor. Do any of these have a spear as a major skill? I bet they don't. Do any of, or, okay. Well, acrobat has a spear as a minor skill. I bet there's almost no spears in the game. I bet it's all like swords and axes and stuff. Well, I mean, agility and endurance. This might be the one. Oh, major skills. Well, yeah, but I light armor. I need medium armor. I don't remember why, but I remember from back in the day when I quit, I was like, spear because of the endurance thing, and medium armor. And I think medium armor because it's medium, I guess. I mean, I assume heavy armor slows you down, and light armor is probably not defensive enough. Okay, archer is agility and strength. Light armor, medium armor. Okay. Bard, still no spear. Where's the spear, Manny? I need it. Oh, where are you going? You moving? Moving off. Gonna jump over there? Okay, be careful, alright? Alright, good. Healer. Knight. Oh, enchant. Wow, I hadn't seen that. Yeah. Okay, well. Right, mage, monk. This is painful, I realize this. I realize this is painful. Nightblade, which I think is like a magic assassin or something. Pilgrim, nope. Scout. Sorcerer. Spell sword. Thief. So, okay. Acrobat had a spear, and then archer had spear and medium armor. This is disappointing. But archer is a combat specialization. And honestly, I'm probably going to want to use archery anyway. Agility and strength, which are both good. Marksman, longblade, block, athletics. Okay, marksman is ranged weapon like short bow, longbow. Yep, longblade. Yep, okay, block. Use shields to block any melee attacks. Successful block removes all damage. Which is, and yeah. And really a lot of our build, so to speak, is going to depend on what we have available. If we only have a shield and a knife available, then we'll use a shield and a knife and see what happens, you know? Athletics. Trains and conditions 1 for running and swimming. Skilled athletes move short and long distances over land with speed and efficiency, and they also swim swiftly underwater. I do remember playing this for the first time, and I'm fighting a fish or a mud crab or something, and the epic music starts coming in, and I'm just like, I'm sucking because I can not even kill a fish. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. You know? Light armor lets one move and defend while wearing lightweight, flexible armors like leather, boiled leather, fur, chitin, and glass armor. To use any style of armor. Yep. Okay, minor skills, unarmored. Unarmored. Avoid or reduce injury during combat while not wearing armor by evading, deflecting, or absorbing blows. Those versed in this skill are better defended wearing no armor at all than they are when wearing armor. Spear. Oh, actually, maybe this is good because I want restoration. Adepts of the College of Restoration heal, restore, and fortify the body's attributes and abilities, cure disease, and protect it from other malign influences. Restoration spells can also augment or absorb strength, endurance, intelligence, agility, or other bodily attributes. Sneak. Discipline is the art of moving unseen and unheard. Skill sneaks are also adept pickpockets. And medium armor. Lets one move and defend while wearing durable but flexible armors. Yes. And you don't have to stick with the archer, but we'll pick archer. I'll probably start using the bow a lot. Because, especially if they're farther away, then you're like, pew, pew, pew. And as soon as they close in, you're like, all right, pull out maybe the shield and the axe, or the shield and maybe the spear. Hard to say.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
The pimp. All right. Right. Fortify maximum magicka 1.5 int. Probably something that boosts our combat ability. Right. Abilities Elfborn. Wait, is this an ability? Atronach. Womb burn. Spell absorption 50 points. Fortify maximum magicka. Stunted magicka. Right, I remember this one because this is like a power move thing, but it lets you potentially absorb half of any spells cast at you, but you can't regenerate magicka when you rest. Yeah, so we're not. I guess magicka, any magic we use will be like buffs and healing and stuff, but yeah. Lady, fortify personality, fortify endurance. Lord, Trollkin, weakness to fire. Now the problem is I don't know which of these are, like this is a permanent debuff, weakness to fire, but I think this is it's a spell. Whereas I think abilities are passive buffs. They're permanently activated. Lord. Yep. Okay, lover. Powers. Right, so spells might be, if you have the magicka, you can use it. Powers are probably once a day. Fortify agility, paralyze or damage fatigue, mage. Fortify maximum magicka. Ritual, blessed word. Oh, they're all spells. Serpent, star curse, shadow, invisibility. It's a power. Steed, fortify speed, thief, Akaviri, danger sense, sanctuary, 10 points. Is that like resist all damage or something? Tower. Spells. Beggar's Nose. Detect key. Tower key, open 50 points on touch. So if we're like a warrior and we're not good at stuff, you could, well, spells and powers, you could just open a lock, presumably. Or a warrior. Fortify, attack, 10 points. Wish I knew what this stuff was. Fortify attack 10 points versus Sanctuary 10 points. I would say Danger Sense, so it's probably Evade. It's probably like an extra 10% evade or something like that, whereas this is probably just straight up extra damage. Probably gonna go with the warrior because it's fairly straightforward. So let's do this. And it says attack, not damage, so it might be a bonus to hit.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
See, look at me. Look at me taking forever to make my choices. Okay. Strength. All right, strength, yep. Starting health, how much you carry, maximum fatigue, how much damage you do in melee. So intelligence and personality is the lowest. That's fine. Intelligence is maximum magicka. Yeah, we're focused more on warrior than magic. Willpower is resist magic, maximum fatigue. Right. So you basically have strength is our highest, endurance is next. Probably average is 40, and then 30 is below average, I would probably guess. Willpower, resist magic, maximum fatigue. Agility is dodge and hit targets in melee as well as max fatigue. Speed, how fast you can move. Endurance is starting health. Health gain per level, maximum fatigue. Endurance, I think, is the only one that does health gain per level, which is why I vaguely remember it being important to be spear and medium armor, but whatever, you know, it depends on... I think it's only our major skills that level us up, so who knows. Personality, ability to deal with other characters and how much they like you. Affects every action you do in a small way. Alright, what about no spells, but we start with Woad and Thunder Fist, which are powers. Immune to frost. Resist shock and warward. I was just thinking about the warward, like fortify attack. Where is attack in here? Nowhere. It's probably a derived stat. I think that's the term. Alright, major skills. Marksman. Effective with ranged weapons like short bow, longbow, crossbow. Yep. Okay, that's 30. Considering 5 seems to be the starting. And then, and max is 100, right? So 40 is probably... I mean, hell. Looks like 15 is pretty good for starting out. You know? Right. So, long blade, yep, block, athletics, yep, light armor, unarmored spear restoration. I think we read those all already. Armor, used to maintain weapons and armor at top effectiveness. Right. Worn weapons do less damage. We have to repair our armor and weapons. Weapons and armor. Worn armor provides less protection as wear increases, diminishing effectiveness of weapons and armor is dramatic. Okay. Heavy armor, yep, blunt weapon. Axe, enchant. Governs creation, use, recharging of enchanted items. Skilled enchanters are more successful at creating new items. Enchanted items burn less power, recharged more efficiently from soul gems for a trained user. Then you have all the different schools of magic and stuff. Destruction. Living and unliving things include elemental damage, draining, damaging, vulnerability, and disintegration magical effects. Alteration. Let's see. Yeah, okay. No, let's read all these. Okay. Alter perceptions and thoughts of living subjects. Affects blinds, illuminate, paralyze, silence, calm and rage, charm, distract, and camouflage, render invisible. Conjuration include the mental domination of mundane and magical creatures, summonation of otherworldly weapons and armor, summonation of Daedric or undead servants, and powers to serve and protect the caster. Bind souls and gems. Teleport caster's body, manipulate world with telekinesis, or absorb or reflect magical energies. Sense unseen objects at a distance. Alchemy. Magical properties and mundane substance. Substances are consumed directly or prepared as potions to provide long-lasting benefits like healing and curing disease, water-walking, magical shielding, fortifying bodily attributes. Lets one open locked doors and containers with lockpicks or disarm traps with probes. This skill is essential for agents and thieves alike. Jump long distances, avoid damage when falling from great heights. Nimble acrobats reach areas others cannot get to, direct their paths while falling. Short blade. Short, quick thrusting weapons like daggers, tantos, short swords, wakizashi. Mercantile, art of buying low, selling high, guarantees lower initial prices for goods, equipment, and services, improves chances of getting better deals by bargaining. Speechcraft. Skills in speechcraft influence others by admiring, intimidating, taunting them. Listeners are more willing to divulge information or to entrust important tasks. I know there's trainers, so yeah. And hand-to-hand martial art of unarmed combat. Attacks damage only fatigue of a standing opponent, but hand-to-hand attacks damage health when a target has been knocked unconscious by fatigue loss. Okay, so that looks fine by me, I guess. You now have a stats menu where you can always view your information. Right-clicking allows you to use your menus. When you're done with them, right-click again to close them.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Okay. Read your papers by pressing E while looking at them, then select Take to pick them up. Okay. This one?
Take your papers off the table and go see Captain Gravius.
For release by Emperor Aurelial Septim's Seven's decree. This is the one in Oblivion, right? To the district of Vardenfell in the province of Morrowind. Loxley, he's a Nord, he's an archer. Signed, Socius Ergala, agent of the Satanine Imperial Census and Excise. 10th of last seed, 3E, 427. Take. You now have an inventory menu where you can see what you are carrying. Okay. Like all menus, right-click to use your new menu. You can click and move objects from the world to your inventory. Okay, there's my stuff. Armor 1, there's me. There's my release identification.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Sellus Gravius.
Okay. Lock level unlocked. You should learn how to do combat. Pick up the dagger on the table by activating it with E. This one? Equip the dagger by dropping it on your picture from your inventory menu. What about this? Note to Hariskar. Don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scamp's claw by morning. I know we have a weight, so I don't necessarily need to... Ooh, crab meat. But I don't want to take stuff. Right, equip it. Yeah. Press F to pull out your weapon once your weapon is ready. Hold and release left mouse button to swing it. The hold and release. The harder you swing it, the more damage it does, but the more fatigue you'll drain. Okay. 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 I'm holding it. Huh, I must not be very good because I can only hold it for a little bit. I don't know. Wasn't I supposed to talk to the captain, dude? Did we already talk to him? Does shift run? Yes, it does. Consumes stamina as well. Well, can I pick up the bread? I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion. Move along. Is this our... Oh, I clicked on it to get a new thing. Right on. Legions hire qualified recruits of proven skill and character, provide training, goods, and services at discounts. Lower ranks are common troopers and officers, but upper ranks include the orders of the Imperial Knights. Fair enough. Do we want to get the bread? Do we want to take the bread? Should I take the Do I want to take some of this stuff? They can't see me, right? Okay. You can eat ingredients by equipping them on your character in the inventory menu. Ingredients have different properties. Some may hurt you and some may help. Or I can just click E on it. Apprentice's lockpick. Equip lockpicks in the inventory menu. Try picking the lock on the small chest on the shelf. Right, so this is the... You know. Wait. Flynn? Value 100. What's my, Do I, okay. Oh, is this our weight? Bread has no effect on you. Because I'm a badass. That's Well, we'll take... This regional liquor acts like a potion to drink potions equipped in the inventory menu. Am I supposed to be taking, like, all of this? Okay, I don't need to take the paper, I guess. Okay, well... I see. Can I take it? Weight 3. Maybe I could sell it. Pewter candlestick. Wow, look at all this stuff. Do I want a large kwama egg? Alright, we're trying to... How do we pick this? Huh. Alright, we could try it again. How did it say to use it? Oh, wait, maybe equip it. F? Okay, let's try this. Lockpick failed. Lockpick failed. Lockpick success. Sweet. $31 gold. Take all of it. Yeah, it's definitely a bit... Oh, you could just hit the take all thing. You don't need to do that. Okay. Am I able to sell this stuff? Or is it all stolen? I don't know. I don't know. Some of these things seem pretty valuable. Like the silverware pitchers and stuff. Presumably, are they considered stolen though? I don't know. We'll just try taking them. Not those. All right. Well. Oh, basket, huh? Oh, hello. Scrib jerky crab meat. Okay, well. Let's You now have a map menu. It shows the name of the place you are in and you're facing. Okay. Barrel. Oh. Pitcher. You now have a magic menu where you can see all your powers, spells, and magic items. Like all menus, right-click to use your new menu. Click the spell or magic item you want to make your active magic. Press R to ready your active magic, then click to cast. You know what? Let's save here. You cannot save because you're still in the tutorial. Press E to talk to the captain. Select topics to ask about them. Don't try persuasion on him. If you're not good at it, he will start to dislike you. Okay.
Your papers, please.
I guess I have those. This is the dude. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I'm Celis Gravius, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. Release identification has been removed from your inventory. Tell me about background. I am Celis Gravius, Knight Errant of the Imperial Legion. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself, and I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man, but before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. Let's click on duties so we figure out what they are. Let's see. This package came with news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Casades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club, ask for Caius Casades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a disbursal to your name, which is money. Journal has been updated. Directions to Caius Casades has been added to your inventory. Package for Caius Casades has been added to your inventory. 87 gold has been added to your inventory. My trade? Oh, I'm a knight errant of the Order of Ebonheart, an imperial emissary attached to the Census and Excise office here in Saint Denis. My trade as in his trade. Got it. I guess that's it. You're a free man. What's our journal? Ready weapon, ready magic, sneak, run, always run, auto run. Next weapon, previous weapon, next spell. Toggle POV is tab, menu mode. Journal is J. Okay. My orders are to go to the town of Balmora in Vardenfell district and report to a man named Caius Casades to find out where he lives. I should ask in Balmora at the corner club called South Wall. When I find Caius Casades, I must give him a package of documents, wait for further orders. Oh. Okay. Press J to use your journal, review what you've been told. You should probably check out Aril's trade house up on the left. You're on your own now. Good luck. All right. Random door in the ground. Now we can save. Loxley 001. Alright guys, well that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. It's been a little long. This episode went longer than I expected, but that's par for the course for me, unfortunately. That's right. It's my butt. As always, guys, questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent, let me hear them. I do try and read all of them. Do try and respond to all of them as well. What's your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, I guess it's finally starting this playthrough. You know, I've been wanting to play this game for a while, and hopefully we get the opportunity to do it. Excuse me. So, that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.